Escape the Backrooms version 1.0 is here. With it, we have new levels, endings, achievements, and more. Get ready for a wild ride as this video walks you through each level and ending. Can you escape the Backrooms, or will you be stuck wandering forever? My name is HulkingEnigma, and it's time for a Backrooms breakdown. Cue the guide music. First off, for some of these achievements you'll need to be playing solo, and for others you'll need to be in a group. You can tell by reading the achievement description when it pops up on the video. Also, I plan to make a hub door, items, and entity guide video, so be sure to subscribe to the channel to see those when they release. Also, this guide will help you understand how to complete each level and find each ending, but I won't be holding your hands for every single aspect. It's more fun that way. We start the game on level 0, the iconic Backrooms level. Here we will need to do a few things. Repair a ladder, use it to get a key, and then use the key to open a door. Then we'll need to cross a large room and multiple pitfalls to get to the next level. The best way to do this is the following. When you spawn in, look around and get your bearings. You can use this map on the screen now to get a general idea of where you are. Then make your way to the vent room. Once there, pick up all the pieces of the ladder, then build it by the vent. This will allow you to get a key. Then make your way to the pitfall room. Crossing the pitfalls can be tricky, as you will start to lose your balance when crossing them. If you make it across, you can use the rope provided to pull up your friends. If you fall, then just follow the arrows on the floor below to find the exit. After a few minutes, the entity known as the bacteria will spawn on this level. He will then start to roam it looking for you. You will know he is near due to knocking. If he sees you, he will charge at you and you will need to run away from him. It's pretty easy to do because he can easily lose you if you take a few sharp turns. Once you exit the level, you will get the achievement Escape Level 0. There is also a second achievement tied to this level, and it is called Survivalist. To get this achievement, you simply need to wait on this level for 15 minutes. I suggest you do this attempt near an exit, just in case the entity sees you. The next level is the Habitable Zone. This level has multiple sections to it. The first section is called the Parking Garage. Here you'll need to explore the level and find 4 colored cars. These colors will be the code you need to use to escape. You can also use this time to find consumables scattered throughout the level. Once you have the code, you will take the elevator down. And here you'll need to find 4 keys scattered throughout this level. Once you find all 4 keys, you'll need to make your way to the center and use them on all the keyholes. Now, while exploring this level, you'll need to be on the lookout for skin stealers. They will look like explorers at first, but once they get close to you, they will transform into their monstrous form and kill you. You can escape from them by hiding behind doors. The next section is the Dark Garage section. Here you need to find another exit that looks like an elevator. This exit can be found on any 3 of the levels here, so you'll need to explore the level until you find it. You will also need to be on the lookout for 2 skin stealers while wandering the level. Once you find the exit elevator, simply take it down. This will take you to the next level of the Habitable Zone. Here, you'll need to make a slight detour to the hub. This will let us unlock the gate to proceed further down this level. Simply go through the hub door to be taken to the hub. You will probably get the Escape the Habitable Zone achievement here due to technically leaving this level. Here, you'll need to enter the Meg base by unlocking the door. To do this, you simply need to match the code on the far right with its equivalent from the 3 groups on the left. Once you enter the base, turn on the lights and head to the back. Here you'll find a piece of paper with the computer's password, "It heard you" on it. Log into the computer and run the application to open the gate. Then you'll need to head back into the Habitable Zone. Once you head back to the door, you'll get the achievement Escape the Hub. Once back, you'll need to go through the gate and search for the next exit. You will do this by exploring the lit up rooms. You'll need to be careful here as the lights will turn off periodically, and if you're in the darkness when they go off, the smilers will get you. I suggest you don't be greedy here and play it safe. Eventually, you will find the exit. There is an alternative exit here, but you'll only be able to access it once you beat the game once. So we will come back to that in a little bit. The next level is the Pipe Dreams level. Here you will need to simply turn to your left and run down the hallway. Eventually, you will come to a dark section. Be careful here as a pipe will burst, and if you run into the steam, you will die. Crouch under the steam and keep going. Eventually, a smiler will start to chase you. Simply run until you find the exit on your left. This will give you the achievement, Escape Pipe Dreams. Next, we will be in the electrical station. Here, you need to activate 9 fuse boxes to open the door to the exit. In the first section, you'll need to simply just explore the level until you find the boxes. But once you get to sections 2 and 3, you will need to be on the lookout for hounds. These canine creeps will chase you down if they see you. Luckily, you can't stun them with your flashlight. On the normal difficulty, it takes about 3 stuns before the hound runs away from you. The third section has the most hounds. Check out the map on the screen now to get an idea of where you will encounter them. Once you find and activate all 9 fuse boxes, you'll be able to exit the level and get the achievement, Escape Level 3. Next, you will find yourself in the abandoned office. This is a relatively safe level. You will be able to find many consumables here as well as a hub door. To escape this level, you need to make your way to a room with multiple furniture items scattered about. Count the number of each item and then plug that number into its corresponding vending machine. Once all numbers have been plugged into the vending machines, the door will unlock. While exploring this level, you will also see the entity known as windows outside of, you guessed it, windows. Just don't get too close to them and you'll be fine. Eventually, you will come to a section with cameras all throughout it. You will need to sneak by each camera and avoid getting seen. Just follow my path on screen now and you will be fine. If you do manage to get seen, you will need to do the whole section again. Luckily, you can take a shortcut back to the beginning through a vent. Beware, however, you will be made fun of. Once you leave this level, you'll get the Escape Level 4 achievement. Next, you will enter the Terror Hotel. In the lobby section, you'll need to press the buttons under the pictures in order of youngest to oldest. Then grab a can of bug spray and head into the hotel. You are looking for 3 groups of male death moths. When you find them, spray them with the bug spray and they will give you moth jelly. Give this moth jelly to the dumbwaiter and it'll give you a key in return. Once you have all 3 keys, head to the next section. This next section is called the Rooms section. Here you'll need to search some specific rooms for 7 pieces of paper. You can tell which rooms you need to search by looking at the mailboxes. Look at the number of the rooms on the mailboxes that are open and you will know which number of rooms to look for. While looking for the papers, you'll need to look out for skin stealers and a hound. The hound will actually disappear after you stun it enough, but the skin stealers will stay for the whole time. If a skin stealer spots you, you'll need to run and hide under beds or in a wardrobe to escape them. Once you find all the papers, return them to the mailboxes and then look up. This will be the code you need to use to open the nearby door. This will take you to the service crawlspace area. I'll be honest, this place sucks. It's super easy to get lost in here and the female death moths are killer. You'll need to crouch if you're near them to avoid detection. You will know if they are near by the room's temperature spiking up. You will also know when it spikes when you see your game screen gain this weird effect. If you want to end this level fast and easy, then I suggest using the map on screen now. If you don't, well, good luck to you. You'll need it. Once you find the exit, you'll get the Escape Level 5 achievement. Well, would you look at that? We're back at the pipe dreams level. Rinse and repeat from earlier, except this time we're looking for a door with bright lights and music coming from it. You are now in level fun. Here you'll need to sneak around the party goers. If you aggro them, you'll need to hide under a table to survive. There will be a few times you have to aggro them in order to pass. Simply watch my gameplay now to learn how to complete the level. Once you leave the level, you'll get the Escape Level Fun achievement. Next, you are in the Poolrooms. You can take a sigh of relief as there are no entities in this level. Now, you can still die if you try hard enough, but you should be good. Here, you will also be able to find another hub door. To escape this level, simply explore until you find a red door. And once you leave this level, you'll get the achievement Escape the Poolrooms. Next, you will find yourself in level ! or Run for Your Life. Here, you simply need to run for your life. You will be chased by the bacteria, smilers, and partygoers, and if you mess up once, you're pretty much screwed. Honestly, this is a trial and error level. You will eventually get it. You can watch my gameplay on screen now to get an idea of how to beat the level, but like I said, this is trial and error. It may take a few times, you may get it first off. Either way, don't give up, you will get it. Once you finish this level, you will get the Escape Level ! achievement. Welcome to level The End. Here you'll need to collect a specific amount of tapes. This changes depending on how big your group is. You'll need to do this while avoiding the crawler. Luckily, this guy is blind, so as long as you're careful, you can easily avoid him. If he does aggro you, however, you can hide under the tables in this level to escape him. You can also use the fire alarms on the walls to distract him, but each fire alarm can only be used once. Once all the tapes are collected, interact with the computer and the door to your right will open. Once you leave, you'll get the Escape the End achievement. Now you are in the village. Here your goal is to make it to the castle in the far distance. You can also find a hub door here. All you need to do here is run to the castle, so try not to explore too much unless you need almond water to survive. While making your way to the castle, you will come across vans. Now, these vans have a bunch of almond water around them, and you can jump in the back of them to be taken to the castle at a faster speed. Now, eventually, it will turn night here, and when that happens, you need to hide. The animations will come out at night and kill you if they see you. Now, you can hide in the back of vans, under beds, and in closets. And eventually, it'll turn day, and the animations will leave. Once you reach the castle, climb the rope to be taken to the next section. Here, you'll need to place a few blocks on their corresponding circle, and this will unlock the door to the boss fight. That's right, we are fighting a clown. Now, when I say fight, I really mean just survive. The lights will go out, and the animated king will start to stalk you. If you see him, you need to shine your flashlight at him, and he'll vanish. You will always need to check behind you as he can and will spawn there to kill you. This is significantly easier in a group, but if you're alone, I suggest putting your back to the roller coaster cart and looking from side to side. This should prevent him from spawning behind you and give you the chance to always see him. Once the counter near the roller coaster hits 100, you can enter the cart and head to the next level. This will give you the achievement, Escape Level 94. Next, you'll be taken to the Lights Out level. Here, you'll need to use the LiDAR to find the escape. This is a pretty fun level, and it can be a little tricky to navigate. Check out the map on the screen now for an easier time. You will also need to be careful of the wretch that wanders these halls. You will know when he is near due to the LiDAR beeping at you. When this happens, simply crouch down and move to one side to avoid him. Once you leave the level, you'll get the achievement Escape Level 6. Now, once again, there is an additional escape area here, but we'll check it out once we beat the game. Next, you'll be taken to Thalassophobia. This area has an additional hub door that you can find. Here, you'll need to get to a boat and head to a lighthouse. Honestly, you can easily just jump into the boat and point it in the general direction of the lighthouse and just start going. You will eventually find it. But you can also visit a few of the houses at the beginning to get a flare gun to use it on your search as well. Once you get to the lighthouse, you need to put on dive gear into the dive cave. A short cutscene will play and you will see the thing. But he's actually a pretty nice guy as he helps you leave the cave by crashing it to the ground. Here you'll need to swim around until you find a cave to swim into. You will see these lights through the cave entrance and that'll help you know where to go. Once you leave this level, you'll get the achievement Escape Level 7. You will now be in the caves. In this first section, you'll need to find the exit while avoiding the female death mobs. Simply just crouch when you're walking around and you should be fine. Eventually, you will find a bridge to cross. Now, if you're in a team, you'll need to walk across this one at a time. If too many try to cross or you try to run across it, well, it won't end well for you. You can also take a shortcut here. If you look to the right of the bridge, you'll see a little cave hole in the wall. If you follow that path, you'll be able to skip a good bit of the next section. But when you do jump down, you'll need to be aware and avoid skin stealers, because they will be wandering around. Once you make it out, you'll get the Escape Level 8 achievement. Next, you will find yourself in Sublevel 0. Here, you'll need to solve the puzzle to gain access to a chainsaw. The puzzle is pretty simple. All you need to do is press the button on the room to see a number that corresponds with a shape. Once you know all three shapes, take your answer to the locker and plug them in. This will give you a chainsaw that you can use to cut down the planks to your right. You will then no-clip into level 0.11. You will now need to find 4 time switches to press and open up a gate. However, the bacteria is roaming this level and you'll need to either hide in a hole or behind a door to survive him. Once you hit all 4 switches and reach the gate within the time frame, you will make your way into a small subsection of level 188. Here you'll need to look at the rooms and see which ones are lit up. Memorize the pattern and plug it into the elevator to escape this level. This will give you the Escape Level 188 achievement. Next, you will find yourself in the neighborhood. Here you can find yourself another hub station door, and you'll need to search the houses for 3 computers to activate. You can learn which 3 houses you need to check by looking at the monitor near the center Meg base. While checking out the monitor, you'll need to be on the lookout for the neighborhood watch. This large meatball-like entity wanders the level and will charge you if he sees you. You can run indoors to escape him. Once you know where the 3 houses are, you'll need to enter them and find the computers. However, most houses will have a wretch wandering inside them, and you will need to lock the doors behind you in order to escape from them. You may get lucky and get the 3 houses with no wretches in it as your 3 houses. This has happened to me once and only once, sadly. But once you activate all 3 computers, head to the center house and enter the Meg base in the basement. Here you'll need to get a key card from the wretch inside. To do this, you'll need to find 4 containers of fluid and place them in the shower located at the entrance. Once you do this, get the wretch to chase you and get him trapped in a cave and then push the shower to him to cure him. Once he's cured, take his card and head to the exit. Once you do this, you'll get the achievement Escape Level 9. Welcome to Level 10. Here you'll need to walk down a road until you find a farmhouse. While walking, be sure to look behind you, as if you are not careful, a faceling can and will grab you and kill you. If you look at them, however, they will run away. Once you make it to the farmhouse, you will need to navigate the maze-like cornfield until you find the turbines to turn on. While navigating the corn, a chainsaw-wielding faceling will chase you if he finds you. You will need to run from him, but it's pretty easy to escape him. Once you find all the turbines, you'll be able to make your way to the next level and get the achievement Escape Level 10. Next, you will find yourself in level 3999. Here you'll find another hub door, and then you need to take a pretty short path to the next level. All you need to do is find a ticket with 3 numbers on it. This will be the code to the elevator and the next level. Once you enter the elevator, you'll see a short video explaining some Backrooms magic, and then you'll get the achievement Escape Level 3999. Next, you'll be in level 0.2. Here you need to activate 5 generators to power a gate and prevent the bone thief from eating you. To do this, you'll need to use some no-clip mechanics to go between sections and unlock doors to get to the generators. To do this, simply find a no-clip zone and wait till the light turns green, then jump in. While in this area, you will need to be on the lookout for smilers and skin stealers. The smilers can be killed via flashlights, but you will need to run from the skin stealers when you see them. No-clipping back into the safe zone is the best way to escape them. Once all generators are activated, hit the gate switch and then run to the elevator. Once you leave the level, you will get the Escape Level 0.2 achievement. Next, you'll find yourself in the Snackrooms. Use this time to stock up on different consumables. Once ready, look at the small paper on the table near the entrance to learn a pattern to unlock the door. Once you unlock the door and leave, you'll get the achievement Escape the Snackrooms. Next is the game's most epic, most intense, and most rockin' level. This is level ! Here you'll need to just run and escape a clump, all while jamming out to the best music in the game. Just watch my path to get a better understanding. Once you escape, you'll get the achievement Escape Level ! We are now back to level 188, except this time you'll need to find 3 TVs and bring them to the windows on the bottom level. You can find the TVs in the various upstairs rooms or their bathrooms. While looking for the TVs, be sure to watch out for the area memory. This entity is a spider-like freak that'll charge you if he sees you. You can hide in the rooms to escape him. A warning, however. You are pretty slow when moving the TVs, so be sure to always check behind you when moving them, because if the area memory sees you, he will chase you down pretty fast, so you'll need to be able to drop the TV and run. You will also need to be aware of the various window entities on this level. Once again, just don't get too close to them. Once you get all 3 TVs, go to the door and then jump into the hole before you get eaten. Oh look, we're back in the pool rooms, only this time it's a lot more dangerous. Now here you'll need to ride a raft down the water, stopping every so often to turn a few valves and raise the water up. Be sure to stay in the raft for most of the water section, as the water here can contain some bacteria that will kill you pretty fast if you touch it. During the section you will also come across 3 different times you'll need to descend into a sublevel of this level. You'll need to go down here to raise some water. While down here, you'll need to look out for clumps. The only way to escape them is to jump in deep water. This will cause them to de-aggro from you. Once you turn enough valves down here, you can make your way back up and continue. Eventually, you will come to the end of the level and climb up some stairs. Next, you'll be in level Fun Plus. Here you need to complete 4 challenges to get 4 keys. The first challenge is a Simon Says challenge. Simply pop the balloons in the correct order. The next challenge is the Party Host challenge. You'll need to throw fireworks at the party host to blind them and make them unlock doors. Warning, the fireworks can and will kill you, so please be careful. Also, there will be a bunch of party goers that attack randomly, so be sure to hide under tables when they do. The next challenge is the Light 'em Up challenge. Here you'll need to take 4 different colored glow sticks and find their corresponding symbols to light up. While looking for these symbols, you'll also need to avoid a party goer. Luckily, he's pretty blind, so as long as you don't give him a hug, you should be fine. The final challenge is the Balloon Pop challenge. Simply pop the balloons until you find the key. However, the balloon pops will alert any nearby party goers, so if you hear them start to attack, you'll need to hide under a table. Once you get all the keys, put them into the machine near the gate and complete the simple minigame to open up the gate. Next, you'll be taken to a war zone. School. Here, there was a nasty battle between party goers and party poopers. Luckily, one party pooper survived and he will guide you to the end. Simply follow him and run when he runs, crouch when he crouches, etc. If for some reason you get him killed, you can still technically escape, it will just be a lot harder. But once you do escape, you'll get the achievement Escape Level 52. Next is level 55.1. Here you'll need to grab a camera and take pictures of various things it wants you to. Each layer has 2 pictures to capture. Layer 1 is the safe layer and has no entities on it. Layer 2 has the bacteria who will kill you and you can take a picture of them. And then layer 3 has smilers and skin stealers who you also need an image of. Once you've taken all pictures, just ride the elevator to the top and you'll get the Escape Level 55.1 achievement and you'll find your freedom. Kind of. Well, you fall to your death. But hey, you're out of the Backrooms. This is the first of 5 endings, and I call this one the Splat ending. But the game is not over. You will then wake up at a Meg base, and this is where you can track all your endings and levels. To get to the rest of the levels and endings, you'll need to do the following. While in the Meg base, you need to use your keycard to access the door on the left side of the research room. This will take you to the Overgrowth. Here, we need to find a way to survive the death slides. Hit the switch in one of the rooms to open the gates and search the area for injured survivors. Once you find an injured survivor, you need to pick them up and bring them out of the area, essentially saving them from bacteria. And then you'll need to shove them down the death slide, killing them. Yep, you heard that right. You will toss them into the slide and that will deactivate the death slide. However, you can't go down that slide just yet because if you do, a bone thief will kill you. You will need to do this 4 times, so that means 4 survivors down 4 different slides. Once you do it 4 times, you'll actually be able to enter any one of the slides to be taken to the next area. However, when you are searching for these survivors, you will need to be able to look out for 3, that's right, 3 different bacteria. Warning, you can't run when holding survivor, so if an entity sees you, be sure to drop them and then run. They will be fine, at least for now. I also found it smart to drink a juice before picking them up. This actually lets you run with them for a little bit. But like I said, once all 4 have been sacrificed to the slides, pick a slide and go down it, and this will give you the Escape the Death Slides achievement. You will now be in the Grassrooms. Here you need to wander around until you find an area with switches and catwalks. A quick warning, if you're on the grass in this level, do not stop moving. If you do, you will die. Use the switches and catwalks to make it across and hit a lever. This will open up another door and give you access to a knife. You will then make your way back across the catwalks and use that knife to cut some rope and drop a plank. Make your way across the plank to the next section, and here you need to cut another rope that'll drop a spool down and break some glass. You will then jump down and make your way to a section with a locked door and 4 timed buttons. Hit the buttons fast enough and go through the door. Then you'll need to do some parkour and hit even more buttons to find the exits in this level. Once you escape the level, you'll get the Escape the Grassrooms achievement, and you'll unlock an ending I like to call All Alone. Once again, we are back at the Meg base. This time, let's head to the hub station and go through the door to level 1. Here, we now want to go up the ramp in this room instead of to the side rooms. You will need to be fast here, as the Smilers can and will get you if you are in the darkness before you make it to the top of the ramp. Hopefully, you fare better than me and actually make it up the ramp with a flashlight, because it's a lot easier to see where you need to go then. Either way, you will find a door that you can scan your keycard on. Simply scan it to be taken to the level 922. Okay, technically the level is a lot longer number-wise than 922, but for now we're just saying 922. Here you'll need to go up the stairs until it says 94. Once it says 94, stop climbing and just jump down. This will create a cutscene and it'll give you the escape to level 922 achievement and give you an ending call, I'm home, but not really. Hey look, we're back at the Meg base. This time we need to go to the hub station and then go to level 7. We will then backtrack to level 6 from here. Once we backtrack, we'll need to find another door that you can scan your card on. This will take us to a short LiDAR level. And when I say short, I mean it's super short. It's not hard at all, and you should not get lost here. If you do, honestly, I'd be impressed. Once you find the exit here, you'll be taken to your final hidden level. Welcome to Kitty's house, the friendliest place in the Backrooms. Here, Kitty wants to put on a show for you, and he needs your help gathering the guests. All you need to do is find 12 of Kitty's toys. They are teddy bears. Simply explore the level looking for them. Luckily, they make a noise, so they're pretty easy to find. Now, Kitty will be following you as you do this, and oh yeah, if you look away from him, he will kill you if he catches you. But as long as you're looking at him, you should be fine. He won't hurt you. Now, he does have the ability to teleport around, so don't be surprised when he does so. Once you find all 12 teddy bears and place them in their seats, the show begins. Simply stand in the spotlight and get gassed, you nerds! This will give you the achievement Escape Level 974 and the ending I like to call, I Guess I Live Here Now. Once again, and for the final time, you find yourself back at the Meg base. We just have one thing left to do, and that is take the elevator to level 3999. If you've unlocked all 4 alternate endings, you'll be able to interact with the arcade game here and see the true ending. Congratulations, you got the escape ending. And the achievement. Now, all that's left for you to do is escape again, for each difficulty and with a team. Congratulations, you have just escaped the Backrooms, and what a wild ride it's been. If you liked the video, please hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. I plan to make more Escape the Backroom Guide videos in the future, and I would love to see you in the comments. Tell me, what is your favorite Escape the Backrooms level? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.